My name's Shane Gray from Quality Demolition and Contracting, and I'm the owner of the company. We do a lot of work in the Wairarapa and originally born in the Wairarapa, so it's quite nice to have a bit of a stronghold over here with some work. We've got another quarry down in Wairarapa in Masterton that ticks along quite nicely by itself, and that's where we do most of our recycled concrete and the repurposing of demolition products. But we've also got Bentley's Bargains here in Masterton. That's a second-hand recycle shop. Does doors, windows, furniture, just anything we can get our hands on, anything and everything pretty much. The biggest project we worked on was probably Hopper Street, Wellington. That was like a 14-storey block of buildings. That was quite a substantial, but when we first started we did a big one at the Wellington Hospital, and that was 9 stories, I think. We've had a few big projects going on over the years. We did all Wairarapa Hospital, but we've been all around New Zealand as well. We've done a big job in Dunedin and a couple of big jobs up Hawke's Bay. This is the Masterton Town Hall job, and I believe there was quite a few contractors tendered for it, so we were a lucky one to get selected. We'd sort of hoped some of it would have been because we're local and involved in the community quite heavily here. But this job's had a fair amount of challenges for whichever contractor got it. We've got state highway out on the main road, and definitely a lot of public interest because it's a public building, a public space. But we've done our best to maintain the dust and all that sort of stuff down to a minimal, so we're not disrupting everybody, and kept everything clean and tidy for the local community. We've got everything from a 1 tonne digger right through to a 45 tonne digger, and we've got 7 big loaders in the quarries. But we've also got little bobcats and road sweepers and multiple trucks. I think we've got 70 registrations. So yeah, there's a fair old fleet of vehicles and trucks out there. One of our new machines is a Hyundai, and that come in with a thumb on it. But we find that one, they're a different type of machine to use for the operators, and the guys struggle with them. But it's served a purpose in here. But the problem with the thumbs is they carry the weight on the machines all the time. So when you're walking around in that and you don't need them, the machines are tippy or the extra weight that you don't need. So pretty much all of our machines except for that one run the attached to grab bucket, which we use in our processing yards, in our firewood yards, and our recycle yards, and on sites, because you can pick certain objects out with them and put them in the truck, but they're also robust enough to pick up a concrete beam or a large tree for firewood. You know, we run a little firewood operation and they're real handy in there, but you can also take them off when you don't need them and put them to one side and just use the standard bucket without carrying that weight round. We've also got one of the attached to breakers. We've had a good run out of that as well, and we also run a lot of clean-up buckets and attached to digging buckets. We've got a few of the multi-hitch hitches, and yeah, all sorts of courses. It's quite handy because they're here and they're local, so once again you support local businesses. Yeah, I think the benefit of having the grab bucket on with picking up roofing iron and steel beams and all and sorting the scrap, that's definitely where the benefit and time saving is. For years we didn't have them because there was no such thing around, and you'd end up chasing corrugated iron around the site right from the start to the finish. But now it's a few minute process. You pick all the iron out of the piles, put it in a pile, and then load it on the truck, and off to the scrapyard it goes. So it's definitely a huge benefit having it. We're partnered with Attach too, because we tried multiple different tools in the earlier days, and it was in the starting of Attach too as well. And we found that we broke a lot of gear, and they were prepared to work with us and make them stronger, and they just come up with a better and better design, which definitely made it better for the industry, because you weren't off fixing tools all the time, you're out working with it. When you ring them up, they're proactive and stuff gets happening and it gets done, so that's 90% of it. Yeah, we definitely recommend Attach to others, just due to being probably family-owned business and the support and the follow-through. You know, you ring, they answer. You can definitely get stuff out of there on the weekends, or if you have those hiccups, you know, like Demolition's 24-hour day process, and you need something, and they're definitely always there when you do require parts and tools. No, I'd just like to add that the versatility of them to deal with in general with Attach to. You know, like we run their crushers, we run their multi-grab buckets and a lot of other purpose that, yeah, they're definitely a good moving forward business that's keen to develop with the company.